Greetings to all my Bahamians at home and abroad, friends and descendants, spectators and lovers of our rich culture. I am Desu.
And I am Carlos. And we about to take a deep dive into our rich culture of the Bahamas. And we got a special guest inside the place today.
I like how you try to do that from memory. I like how you try to do that. Today we got Kisa.
Yes.
Hi, everybody.
How you doing?
I'm
you
great.
Say your name right? I know we always
It's actually Turkesa, but everybody calls me Kisa.
Okay, Kisa.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because you know us inside the Bahamas, we lazy. We ain't doing all that.
Yeah, we ain't doing the whole
Turkesa type stuff. Your name is either Kisa or Keese. That's it.
Right. I just call you Kiki.
Or Keese.
like I was saying earlier, she has one of the most recognizable faces in Junkanoo here in South Florida.
Yes,
she is one of the most infamous dancers that dance up front in front of many different groups, and she's energy goddess. Energy goddess.
Yes, I seen a couple of events where I seen her.
Any video you see, you probably see her.
It was her.
Yeah. So, Kisa, thank you for sitting down here with Junkanoo Miami. And we're going to just take a deep dive in how you feeling about Junkanoo.
Well, thank you for having me. It's good to see Junkanoo develop continuously throughout South Florida and actually through the United States itself.
Yes.
You know,
Makes
it's
sense.
not just here. I've seen us in South Carolina, Washington, Virginia. So we are continuing to grow. And I would like to see more of us, you know, out here representing the culture.
Yeah. What do you think would help push that forward here, coming from South Florida? I mean, we do have a foot up because there's groups in the Bahamas, and it takes a lot for them to get over here. But we're already here.
Correct.
So you don't have to worry about passports and traveling and air flights and all that. So us being Junkanoo groups here in South Florida, we could pull together. That's a foot up we have. What else do you think that we could do to try?
I totally agree. We do have a foot up here, and with all of the groups that's now in South Florida, I feel what we can do is we can actually bridge out to a lot of the other states, like I mentioned earlier. Mm-hmm. If we look up even black events, right, in different states. Yeah. There's so many events that we do, maybe wine tasting, maybe I see they did some cowboy event the last in Boca Raton, and that's in Florida.
Really?
Right.
Cowboy event?
It was a cowboy event.
Okay.
So,
you know, Shaker's Junkanoo got a little cowboy outfit. Okay. Shout out to Gerard and Shaker's Junkanoo. He got cowboy boots and cowboy hat. Okay.
So if we pull all those events up, that's nationwide, and we reach out to the event coordinators and let them know that we can bring something unique to their event. Yeah. That helps spread the culture itself beyond Florida, the gates of Florida.
Right, because a lot of these coordinators have events, and they don't even know that Junkanoo would be a big part of their event if we just, I don't know.
Marketing. And it starts here, just being on a podcast. It's just marketing.
That's it.
Spreading the news, letting them know that we're here, because I see it all the time, like, oh, if we were at that event, what we would have added.
That part, yeah. That's true.
So tell us, when did Kisa get started in this dance Junkanoo? Because me knowing you, I'm from Mason Edition, from Saxon days or whatever. We grew up together. Let me let everybody know. Kisa and I grew up together in Mason Edition. When I tell you she's foundation, Kisa's foundation. This is where it started. So,
well, I did grow up in McCullough Corner, and as you know, that's the home of the Saxons superstar. You got to be one of us. If you in McCullough Corner, you Saxons.
We're born into it.
We had no choice. You know,
Valley here on this podcast.
No. We gonna stay below them hills. That's where we at. We Saxons. Okay. You know, Willa. You know, and growing next door to Alec. You know, Alec's pretty much like a father to me, and he's one of the founding drummers for the Saxon Superstar.
The founder, yes. Yeah,
correct. Even that, you know, with the Saxons practicing on the Masons Park, the minute you heard the drums, you knew it was time to walk around the corner to catch a practice in.
Exactly.
Right? So that was time for you to watch the show. Amazingly enough, I wasn't involved in Junkanoo there. I was more so involved in Junkanoo in school, because they had the first junior Junkanoo when I was there, and I was a dancer
Yes.
in the Junior Junkanoo,
Yes, yes.
which was won by C.I. Gibson, the school that I attended, as the dancer. So we won the first Junior Junkanoo. I know others will say, I will never see that, but I could at least use that as bragging rights.
Right, right. That's because Donald Davis was sleeping that time. We was on something different that time. Shout out to Donald Davis.
And then from there, I also danced in a lot of the Carifta dancing events. So that's where my dancing came. I took dancing here as well. I did African dance. I did ballet. I also did jazz. And doing those dancing, I kind of combined my own fashion and steps. So like Reggie said earlier, right? It's that the spirit of Junkanoo, to close your eyes and to actually feel the drums.
Yeah.
Like I could dance
Just let it go.
with just a drummer.
Yeah.
It doesn't need to be the bellers. It doesn't need to be the horns. But if
That's
that rhythm is there, you can close your eyes
I
and
didn't
feel
know
it.
about the ballet part.
This is more, it's like
Yeah,
more
that
spiritual.
accounts for the flexibility.
Correct.
Yeah. So, wow.
See, a lot of people don't know I took ballet. So I took ballet in my earlier years. Then I took jazz dancing, so we knew jazz hands and all the standard jazz. And then from there, I took African dance at Miami-Dade Community College.
Okay.
And then on 62nd, there was a dance class there as well.
Yeah, the
so
African
if you
Heritage.
look,
I used to drum for them.
right? So African Heritage had
We
the
might
dance
have been in the
class,
same room. I used to drum with a group called Sasa, African Drumming, and we used to drum there.
and it's possible
So-
I was there dancing.
Yeah.
So between all that dancing, and even in the church,
Okay.
I was choreographing there too. At some point, there was always
There's always
dancing
Yeah.
involved.
There's always some dance. Right.
Right.
Wow. So it just migrated over
Correct.
into here. That's okay. Now, wow. Your mom danced too.
That is correct.
Yeah. Beautiful. She
That's
just had a
news.
birthday.
Yes.
Happy birthday, moms. I mean, I performed with her the other day with Shaker's Junkanoo, and she always comes out with the looking elegant.
Dancing is definitely in my family along with Junkanoo. So my uncle's also a part of the Superstar Rockers, who just recently won the parade in Freeport.
Oh, really?
That is correct. So,
Okay.
we all come with a little part of the culture from home, and we spread it as much as we can.
Yeah. So you don't dance with one particular group here in South Florida. You dance with whoever need that beauty up front. They
Correct.
call on
My main group, however, is Bahamas Junkanoo Review.
you. Okay.
But I was the leading dancer for Sunshine Junkanoo for a long time.
Right.
And I'm still am.
So, I mean, there is a lot of turmoil and a lot of disconnect with the groups here in South Florida. Can you see that we could do anything that'll give it a little bit more cohesiveness and us being able to get along and being able to progress together as a group, as one whole group instead of individual groups, or you think that's not possible?
I think it's truly possible when we work together. We can accomplish a lot. And I know that may sound cliche, but it's a fact, right? Because what one group brings, the other group lacks. And if we all can work together, imagine how further we can go.
That would be amazing.
We just have to put besides our feelings and just aim for that one goal. And if we all can do that, we'll eventually get there.
Just like at the end of the day, if you're beating drums, if you're dancing, if you're doing the humming or whatever it is, you're doing this for the Bahamas. If you could just come together, have a reason to come together for one
Right.
thing, which is the Bahamas, that would be an amazing
See,
thing that everybody could just come together.
And the thing is,
create.
they would have to trust in that one leader because there's many different leaders. So if one leader gets it, they're going to have to trust that
Correct.
they would share
The pot.
Right.
Evenly.
And
Equally.
that
Equally.
equally.
But it was almost like lately, just almost like even like in Nassau too, like in the Bahamas, they have a lot of groups just starting to spread apart now. So it's even like the Valley. The Valley have two groups now. It's
Yeah,
Valley
yeah.
1 and Valley 2. Like what is that's
The
one
original-
family. One family came from the Saxons
Saxons.
too. It's almost like a leadership becoming a problem now.
Well, no, I ain't gonna say it's a problem because it's nature, right? Any man would be under another man for only a certain amount of time. He would want his own thing after a while.
But I see that as a positive, right? I see that as a positive. Because if you can teach a man to fish, right, he'll go out and create. But
Yeah.
if you kept that from yourself, you got to keep fostering the same nurture. You want somebody able to be able to break off and develop and spread
and not have a problem with that
and grow and not have a problem. It's
But
how you grow.
Yeah, exactly. But
It's possible.
If you see your brother that you've been rushing with all this time, now he want to go do his own thing, you might have some animosity.
Okay.
You
Correct.
You see that? Because sometimes
It's how.
you need to
It's
embrace
I think it's the how.
it's how it's
It's
done.
how it's done.
How it's done.
You can break off and have a whole new group because you can. There's a whole big market out here, like I mentioned. There's so many states that we haven't tapped into and
Yeah.
events that we're not present at.
Just
so
here in Florida.
So if we can break off and keep creating.
Yeah.
And then not just that, like I said, we have cruise ships. We're the cruise ship hub here in Florida.
Yeah.
The cruise ship hub.
Yeah.
Well,
You'll be surprised
we
how
could
many
be
of them
on
don't
the
know.
ships. We could be at their docks. There's so many work there.
That makes a
Yeah.
lot of sense right there. I like the
Yeah.
thought of that right there because, like, when the cruise ship coming in from wherever they came from, and the Junkanoos out there just sitting there waiting for
So
them,
that,
that's an awesome idea.
Yeah.
I think we need to tap into that.
See, and this is what
Definitely.
you was talking about earlier about free events. Because a lot of people don't know what Junkanoo is until you show them. So maybe sometimes you just need to get 10, 20 guys together and just go rush on the Port of Miami.
In the Port of
correct.
Miami. That's a good idea.
You see what I'm saying? But be able to get these guys out to do that.
For free.
Good luck.
You run into a problem.
But
That's another segment.
like me personally, I tell anybody when it comes down to business and you're trying to get when it comes down to business and you want to succeed in business, you need to learn to do things for free because you get to learn it twice or even 3 times. Doing something for free is it's
And
it actually takes you far,
as a
man.
Junkanoo person, I would say we do our share of free events. You know, we do a lot of the back to schools that we don't get compensated for, or you know, somebody's family member may have someone that passed away, and we're like, it's not just
but
our
I
family
think-
members.
But see, like when in my photography business, if I'm doing something for free, I'm going to get something out of it on the back end. So if I do something for free for somebody, it's somebody that's well connected, somebody that's didn't know my services, didn't know that I could provide this. So it had to be something or someone that, you know, I could benefit from.
Right.
So I'm saying, you know, a wake for somebody, yeah, we could do it up from the heart, but doing something on the cruise ships.
No,
or something, you know what I'm saying?
We can. You're still gonna need a
Because
lot
people
of.
going to be like, I want that.
I wonder, right?
Can I
Right.
get that back? You know? So,
Right.
yeah, I it's a tussle. It's a tussle, especially when you're dealing with a lot of guys that are depending on the money from Junkanoo.
Right.
you know,
Right.
to go do something for free.
Right.
That's the
Because
hard part.
Junkanoo is also an employment for a lot of the members. That's how
Yeah.
they pay for their overhead, their living.
Yeah, they do.
So
And-
tell us, Turkesa, where do you get this energy from? When you, it's almost like it's almost like what's her name? Beyonce turned into Sasha on stage. Do you have an alter ego?
She has an OT. I've seen her.
I think I do.
She-
Junkanoo
you do.
does something that I cannot explain.
Okay.
It's a feeling. It's like, again, you know,
It's a possession.
when I was little, you're from a color corner too, so you know the wall, right? So when I was little, I would sit on that wall, and the Boys Brigade, if anybody knows the Boys Brigade, they would come by, right? And this isn't Junkanoo, but you could hear the music from the Boys Brigade as they would parade by, right? And the drums, you could feel like your heart, like your heart's gonna pop out, but not pop out. It's just that boom.
It's just a boom,
That
right.
boom, and you feel it. So that same beat gives me
Right.
that same drive. So the minute I feel it, it's like if I'm feeling the music. If you ever see me truly feeling that music,
It takes you back.
it takes me there. It
My
takes me
God.
to that energy that I just can't. It just keeps beating and beating and beating.
Right.
So it's the music. It has to be the sweetness of the
It's
sound.
just the sound.
Have you played? You ain't got to call no names. Have you ever danced for any groups that you didn't feel that feeling?
Yes. And members will know. 'Cause I am not shy. They would know.
They would know who they are.
They would know.
You ain't got to call no names.
Because I'm gonna tell them at the end, like,
And-
what was that?
This shit was that. Yeah. But yeah. So I mean, with that, I mean, you have an insight on what would improve groups to make them better. So is there anything you could think of that could improve? And what is the necessity that you have to have in a group for it to be able to be that group? You know, to have that rhythm, to have that drive that people would want to, that infectiousness.
The infectiousness starts with the love for it. You have to have the love for the culture. I say, I know some people use this as their way of livelihood, but if that love is not there, if you don't go out there to embrace the sounds of the drum, the ringing of the bells, you know, the scraping of the scraper, and if you can't go out there and feel the culture, the colors, you know, like sometime I can go to an event, but if I don't feel the crowds, I can't feel their energy back. You ask me to give me my energy. It's also the crowd. Yeah. You can look out there and see that one person vibing with you. That one person will bring that whole energy to the floor.
Right.
Yeah. So when we do it, you got to realize you just can't do this for whatever that client's paying for you. You got to do it for what you feel inside.
Yeah. It's like a turn-on switch.
It's a switch.
It's a switch that you just turn on. Yeah, because I know, and it's when you playing, because me playing, when I used to play bass and carry them heavy cans around, your arm hurting, your wrists, everything is like, but when that feeling hits you, and that you just can't stop.
it.
It just, you keep going, even through the pain.
Like when the guys would say, like I would go in the front of them, they would like, why she's in the front? Because I want you to do something. Because I want to feel what I want to feel
that.
about. Like give it to me. I know you've seen me do it to you too. Like give it to me because I know you got it inside, and I want you to release it because I could. Like I've seen Kenneth, and I've always talked about this. We did that full moon party, right? Kenneth is a tuba player, not tuba. Kenneth is a trombone player. And I know he can play, but at the level I've never seen him played until that one night. He took one leg and he just leaned back and he blew that horn. And I was dancing, but I feel like my head just spin around. I'm like, whoa, like you can blow like this?
Yeah, you've been holding back all this time. But sometimes, it takes that little drive.
Exactly.
Because, you know, you got to admit, I mean, 2 and 3, 4 gigs a weekend, 3 gigs a night, and sometimes it just gets mundane, it gets ordinary. It's hard to just turn that switch back on, So sometimes it's that you need that look from someone that's feeling it, and it just
right.
You just get.
So, and that's what I want when we perform for the audience to know. Junkanoo is not a spectator event.
No.
It's a get involved.
It's a participation
event. Right. And that's what they need to
it's
know.
Almost like get involved.
Get involved.
Listen.
Yes.
That's the definition of it.
Right.
So how do you see what you guys are doing as dancers separate you from carnival? Or like I know Trinidadian, they actually have carnival. What separates you guys from them, or would be considered at all
the movement? The movement. It's more so movement. When you look at different cultures, right, in their performance, you see the Hawaiian girls and they do the tiki with their waist. You see Trini girls, or you see carnival girls. It's more so soca and whining, right?
Okay.
When you see Junkanoo girls, right, we're not just whining, we're doing cultural steps like the Kong style, right? Yeah. So you're seeing more of a shaking of the shoulders. You're seeing more movements with the hands, the legs.
I think like carnival is a little bit more sexual.
Right. And when you see me like, oh, I'm doing what, kicks? Like, oh, what is she doing? We're doing portable rays. And we're doing a mixture of things. We're doing African steps. We're doing a little bit of the whining. Yeah. But it's a lot of combination compared to just doing soca.
Yeah. Got you. Well said. Yes. Separation.
So, I don't know if you know the game.
Oh,
about to play. If you're ready.
I'm ready.
Choose one and why. All right.
Okay.
So let me see if I could. As opposed to Junkanoo, as opposed to you as a dancer, all right? Backyard or parades?
Backyard.
Why?
I love parades. Parades, it's just straightforward, right? You can't really sometimes perform on a parade route. On a parade route, it's just you're doing your thing, you're in your zone, and you're really just marching, right? I could do a parade and I could do a whole performance. A backyard performance is more intimate.
I got you. I can see that.
Right. You can get more intimate with the people that hire you. You can get them more involved versus for a parade where somebody's just going to be watching and judging. It's spectating.
And like what you just said earlier,
exactly. A backyard, they're going to get involved. They're going to come out.
Spectating sport. It's more like we need to
You're going to feel that energy. Correct.
Understood.
Okay. Big off the shoulder costume or something?
That
Small.
depends. You know, if I'm doing a meet and greet, it has to be elaborate because you want everybody to see all that costume's going to bring, right?
Can you dance? I mean, if you can't dance.
With a meet and greet, you know, we do meet and greets as well where people come and it's just the person in the front wearing the costume. You want that costume to stand for itself.
Okay.
But if you're really performing, you want something light depending on the venue. Because if the costume's too big and I'm going into a tight-fitted venue, there's not going to be much I'm going to do with a lot of people around me.
Right.
So it depends on what the venue is as well.
Okay. I know you said, well, let's do this one. Goombay or MLK?
I think I'm going to go with Goombay. I know I said MLK earlier. I didn't say MLK. I said, you know, we're the superstars in MLK, I think, at the end, right? Because a lot of the crowd that have been in the parade, they're like, hey, where's the Junkanoo? They're waiting for us to close the event.
Yeah.
When we're not there, like that finalization is moved. It's missed.
Yeah.
Right.
It's a void.
Like MSP wasn't there. It didn't happen.
It didn't happen.
Because, that's the final straw.
It's the final straw, and the people that are looking. So last year we weren't there.
Yeah,
and I hope at some point we can return. Goombay, you can't have Junkanoo without Junkanoo.
That part. You know, the next questions I would put in would be Hollywood Goombay or Coconut Grove Goombay.
I didn't get to attend, unfortunately, the last Goombay, so I can't compare.
That part. That's future question.
With it being
from
all
what you saw on social media.
Right. I mean, I saw social media, but I mean, Goombay, for a lot of Americans, they know it to be Coconut Grove.
Right.
Because that's where the Bohemians first settled.
Right.
In the Grove.
Yeah.
So it's the home.
That's the origins
there. That's the home. So it's a little different. Again, I can't compare them because I wasn't at the one in Miramar.
But what I've seen on social media, they did their thing.
Yeah.
They did their thing. It was impressive.
Yeah.
Let's say Conch Heaven. You been to Shakers?
No.
Shaker Shack? You been to Conch Down?
No, I haven't been to a lot of the. Unfortunately, I like eating my food from the Bahamas. Sorry.
Okay.
I'm sure we have folks here, but.
Okay, so we ain't going to even get into that. But I know you said the drum and the feeling and the movement and everything like that. But when it comes down to horns or no horns, does it make a difference for you? Or what would you choose?
I prefer the full band. And the full band includes horns.
Okay.
Yes.
Why?
I feel the horns bring that sound, the music. You know, it's like the drums bring the rhythm. The horns bring the melody.
Brings everything together.
Right.
It's like
it's
the mortar.
glue.
Yeah, the glue. Yeah.
The glue.
All right, Kisa, I really appreciate you sitting down with us.
Well, thank you for having me.
And speaking of the food, hey, we need some more Bohemian restaurants down here in South Florida. We need to run across them like we run across Chinese restaurants. Let's go. Come on, bro, man.
I'm with you on that one.
We need some good Bohemian
like
restaurants.
We ain't want the same of the same. We want some good ones. I agree.
Yeah, the infusion.
We ain't want the watered down macaroni and stuff like that.
That part.
You understand?
So, we're going to work on that. But, Kisa, it's been a pleasure. You're not going to be a stranger to the pod. You got to come back.
Definitely will.
You know? And I really appreciate everything that you're doing.
Thank you.
Please don't stop. We love it.
I really love seeing you out front because you bring
Yes.
that energy. Even if the music ain't what it is, I know you're going to show up and show out. And just wanted to give you your flowers, man.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Thank
All
you,
right.
babe. All right.
See that? Nice and...
Where's the cloud? See? Just 27 minutes. I don't need to know.